Yeah, we back with another one. Another happy Saturday, man. It's kind of raining in New York, man. Shit crazy outside. But you know what? We here at the Dragons Den. Welcome people. Get in here. You know what to do. Smash that like button. Share it out. We got a ton of topics. We got 15 hot ones. We got some good news. We got some bad news. We got a little bit of news for everybody. But one thing we going to give you is what you need to hear. That's a fact, man. We're going to give you those facts. So listen, man. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it moving. Let's get it.
Yeah. It's him. You're now tuned into the dopest. It's him. Wanna wait, drag and stay in the latest fashion. You think it's a game till we start clashing. War zone where I'm from, bullets like magic. 2K on your head, that's a backseat. I could put a END to all you lanes, whether outside or in the crib. On the game, limit tech with the best system. PlayStation for the staycation, Nintendo Switch for your wisdom. New level, whatever you want, you been on it. It's only one way to support it. Binge on it, never lag. Whip your ass with hella swag. Keep a cigar lit, I'm the victor with the class. You thinking you can toy with limit tech? Well, you boys been how you breaking your joystick? Who been feeding you poison? If you in your fort tonight, tune in to the Brooklyn Night Forecast and 108 Dragons.
What's good? People in the chat, I already see y'all lighting it up. Smash that like button. You know what to do. Share this out. Let's get it cracking, lacking. We got some good news today, man. We got some bad news today, man. We got gaming news. We got dissless news. Wow, we got a lot going on. J Mac, I see you in the building. Spartan 6616 is in the building. Let's go. Shout out to the chat. And to everyone, Great Beards is in the building. Let's get it cracking, man. Welcome back to another Saturday. We back at regular times, man. Yeah, I do got a birthday situation to go to. So we gonna get this on the road. Once again, we got my man with the master plan. It's the dude, the Japanese connoisseur. It's Bloody Knuckles. Get better, Akumu. What up, son? What you been playing? Tell them what you had going on today. And we see that pickle face.
I'm right here.
Pickle face is around here somewhere. We hear his voice, but we don't see his pickle face. But we gonna get to him in a minute. Bloody, what's good? What's going on? What's going on with you, bro? What's good?
You already know what it is, brother. It's always good to be back. I know we've been off and on for the past 2-3 weeks, something like that. But it's always good to be back in the saddle with the boys every weekend here. I was like, it's crazy. I've been playing a lot, gaming a lot, streaming a lot. I was like, for those who haven't been following me, I was like, me and Akumu have been hardcore running through Path of Exile. We're on the final act and getting all the way to the end game stuff. Of course, I've been hitting through some of the backlog of content that I've been working on. Blades of Fire, one of my favorite Souls like that came out last year. I also been working on 007 and some other good stuff here. But today, the reason I'm just hopping in, might be a little sweating, right, is that I was helping out with a local team of dudes that I know run a local fighting game tournament, playing some Dragon Ball Z, where your boy got to sit down and interview Mark Brighton, or Britain. I was like, and if you don't know who that is, you may know him as Chinaman, probably one of the a great standout comedian, but he was also the voice of Birder, as well as 6 other characters from Dragon Ball Z way back in the day. So this is out there for all my old heads and all my fans out there of the DBZ shenanigans. So be looking out for that and everything else I got coming soon.
All right, Pickle Face P is not in the building yet. He's here, but he's not here. So we're going to skip your ass. You don't be doing too much skipping, though. Shout out to my brother P, Lump, man. You know what? What would he say right now? Play my damn theme song. Nah, we ain't doing that. He on the show, god damn it. We ain't doing none of
I was
that,
like,
man.
he'd say that. He's like, hey, well, I can't skip, man. He's like, you can't either with your old bad knees.
Let me get to this super chat for my man MVP, my boy. You already know what it is. Already know what it is. J Mac is in the building. He say, great business in the building. Shout out to Xbox for making business decisions for the better of the brand, not your feelings. Facts. That's what I'm talking
Hey, you
about.
know what?
Appreciate
I,
that, my
I
guy.
agree with that, and I got some mixed feelings on it too. I was like, but you know what? We'll get into that.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that, man. We're gonna get into that. Listen, man, so we gonna get it cracking, man. I wanna jump right into this, man. Let me pull this up real quick, man. First of all, shout out to GameStop for being desperate and getting down on Uber Eats. Now, we got 2 topics to talk about real quick, but I'm gonna say this for the record, man. Amazon dropped the ball with my Star Fox Switch 2 game. They couldn't find it. It was in shipping. It was supposed to be the next day. They for 2 weeks they couldn't find my game. Why the hell didn't GameStop do this 2 weeks ago? Why? We see a whole background, Lump.
I'm gonna fix it.
Okay. So I told P Lump and the crew last night on his show, go check them out every Friday at 6:15 Eastern Standard Time. And the Hood Boogers. Don't forget them. I said, listen, man, I'd have used this feature because ain't no GameStops to be found in my hood. They all gone. I know where 1 is at. I know where 2 is at. But they said they
Isn't there one
they closed it
upstate?
down. Upstate? No, I don't live nowhere near upstate, fool.
I guess up in Manhattan.
Yeah, there's one in Manhattan. There's one at the mall. There's one where I dropped that bus by the 15 Wilhall Hospital, but there used to be one around the corner from my house.
And I know exactly, and I know exactly where you're talking about because I
Right.
remember you pointed it out to me.
Yeah. So, GameStop is down with Uber Eats. Bloody man, talk to me. What we doing here? They desperate.
I mean, listen, I was like, GameStop been on one hell of a death spiral. It go down, it somehow come back, then it go right back down, and it's still clawing to stay up somehow, some way. So you know what? I guess whatever scraps that they could take to try to stay relevant, good on them. I don't know, because even old boy Reggie Fils-Aimé pulled out. So when he pulls out, something's not right. Not to feel like he was making the right calls for them anyways, but at this point it is what it is. I was like, whatever scraps they can to keep going just a little bit longer, then you know what, I guess go for it. I was like, it's weird, but you know what, we've seen crazier shit nowadays than anything else. So you know what, if Uber Eats is going to start Ubering video games, I mean, shit, might as well, I guess. Hell, if it works out for the drivers, if they make a couple bucks here and there from tips or something, I was like, you know what, shit, go for it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess, right? Yo, you know what? I forgot to turn on. Let me customize this real quick, and I'm gonna send you another link, P Lump, so you could do the virtual background. Forgot to click that.
See,
That's
why
what
I
I've been
put it in my
trying to do.
background.
Yeah, I knew what it was. My bad. I'm gonna send you another link right now on X. But you could talk right now. Tell them what you've been playing, P Lump. What you been up to, my guy? What's good with you?
Send it to me too.
To truthfully be honest, I've been playing Marble. What is it called? Marble
Rivals?
No, the other one, the little side strolling one.
Cosmic.
Yeah,
Cosmic.
Cosmic.
How you like that?
And it's okay for the most part. I try to do all the little challenges, see if you can get an achievement for it.
You can.
So
I sent you both the link.
So what I gotta back out?
Back out and use that link. You back out first, buddy. Let him talk, and then when Blade come back, then so you keep your momentum. So keep Pete Lump. Oh shit, they both left. Oh well, we'll get him. We'll get them back. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, man, that Cosmic Invasion. I always say Avengers. Cosmic Invasion is a dope game, side scroller. You should go check that out. Absolutely fun game. Crazy, crazy, crazy achievements. Uh, they got 2 new characters. They got Cyclops and the Thing. I also I put some work in that, man. I put some work in that. Hold on, somebody yo on me. Yo, Bold Alpha Wolf, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Bloody is back. My bad, blood. My bad. Let me get you in the stream correctly. Let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second, people. I gotta put these dudes back in the show. Paste. Here come Bloody. Now, Cosmic Invasion. You played that, Bloody?
Yes, I have. I was like, it's actually enjoyable. I was like, me and you grew up in those old school side scroller beat 'em up times and stuff like that. I was like, and I like what they did. I was like, it's a great little feel with the, Marvel paint coat of paint on it, right? But it plays like most side scroller beat 'em ups, but it's not bad. I was like, it's what you would want out of it. I was like, I think the characters were really well done and interpreted for that game. So, I ain't complaining. I was
All
like,
right.
it's the same reason like I enjoyed Streets of Rage.
Facts. Facts. People smash that like button, man. As soon as you bring your behinds in here, fondle the like button. Fondle it. Facts. Listen, back to GameStop, man. Like I said, I don't enjoy that company. I watch them do their employees dirty, and now y'all
Mhm.
basically a trinket store. Y'all Pokemon t-shirt sellers and and plushies. Good for you. And now I don't feel. I feel for the people that work there. The GameStop over there by where I work and see every day. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. They be empty as hell. I don't never see nobody in there. That store
I was
probably
like,
You
be
I,
gonna
close
let
by
me on?
Warhol too. They probably paying more in rent than they make in a month. I'm telling you.
Is you gonna let me in?
I'm gonna let you in. You gotta let me know you back.
Oh damn, I'm back.
All I gotta
I
do
was
is
like,
drop your
bro,
link.
I'm
I
back.
spent many a year working for GameStop. I was like, when I was a teenager, right? I was like, I spent a couple holidays working there as a seasonal. Then there was a couple times where I was a full time. I was like, I remember when we used to have 3 people in a store at a time because it used to
Yep.
be that busy. We making that money. Now you go in, there's only one person
Yeah.
there
They open up
for
with one
eight
person.
hours
Yep.
until someone else comes to take over for like the last 6 or whatever. I was like, really, it's only just the store manager and the assistant, or technically senior. I was like, they barely have an actual non-managerial employee nowadays.
Facts. All right, yo, talk to me, P Lump, real quick with this Uber Eats, man. How you feeling about this?
You know how I feel about it. I don't like it. The games are overpriced, and I ain't using it.
Oh, yeah. Plus, physical debt anyway. With that,
No, I still buy physical.
you won't. You won't. I promise you, you won't be able to. But let's
Uh,
move on to this
I
topic.
got GameFly.
Listen, GameStop CEO says Sony disc decision to go diskless is totally irrelevant. Claims software, including physical discs, only account for 12% of the company's business. Now, people in the chat, 12% of a dying company is still a lot because they dying. They closing them shops. Sony going diskless is not the reason. The reason GameStop is doing so poorly, and this is the why I brought this up, man, because dudes want to get on Twitter, they want to whine about physical games. But I'm gonna say this for the record. GameStop has failed as a company because of digital stores. People don't run to the store and buy physical copies. Let's talk about that, P Lump.
Yeah, go ahead, talk to me.
I just did. How you feeling about what the CEO said and the reason GameStop has done poorly over the last 10 years?
I'm just see. So are we going to solely focus on just GameStop or retail overall?
No, but it started from these digital stores and these consoles. We talked about the midnight launches is dead in my hood.
Yeah,
It'd be like 12 people on the line.
and I understand that, but still though, it's like it's not just GameStop. I mean GameFly. I'm GameStop that they're taking from. They're taking from all the retail stores,
Yeah, yeah,
mom and pop stores, any store that still sell physical media, even the goddamn people that make they well, I just said mom and pop stores. They're taking food out of people's mouths. Only
facts.
thing they're gonna be able to sell is retro games and used game of retro games.
Right, right.
You ain't gonna be able to turn in no games or none of that. I don't know if you paid attention to the show last night, but I Deadly actually had it where Xbox they should just make their own cartridges like Nintendo doing.
You
I'm
know,
quite sure
but
they'll be bigger, but
but
that's some fire shit. It made me feel like the nostalgia of
but you know why they
the
don't do
old
that, right?
system. I'm listening.
There's already a memory problem. What you think cartridges got in them?
They have internal memory. I was like, not only that.
I don't
No, no,
want.
no. Here's the
Hold on,
thing.
hold on, hold on,
Not
Blaine,
only
hold on,
is it
hold on, hold on. The reason Nintendo didn't want to go CD because they monopolized cartridges, right?
Hmm.
CD, these console manufacturers made CD-driven drives to control their own destiny because people like Nintendo was charging the developer $35 a cartridge to even begin to make one.
Mhm.
That's why they went CD in the
Huh?
beginning. Yeah, yeah. That's why Nintendo sticks with cartridge. They charge these companies a cartridge price because that's their proprietary situation. Yes.
Why do you think people have always said there's the Nintendo tax on their games and why they're always more expensive is because cartridges are so expensive.
Yep.
Not only that, not only do you have memory, I was like, you also realize that that has its own internal saves and also its own internal battery. So
All
at
right, but
some
do all
point,
right.
I was
But
like,
can I
no,
say
no. I
this
was like,
one
think about this. I was like, people who buy retro, right? You look at games like the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, all that stuff. You know that has an internal battery, right? If that battery ever dies, everything on that internal memory and save gets wiped. That's why trying to save data off of those old cartridges is so particular and so very hard to do because one small accident can wipe all of that. Even if you go through and pull out everything and save it to a computer, it's not always guaranteed to work. I was like, that's why that stuff is so pricey and so particular.
But go ahead, go ahead. Touch on that.
All right, but what I'm saying is, can't they just do it like they do the CD? Just put the game on there or whatever, and leave the memory to the regular memory space and shit, like a SSD.
Yeah, they could do that. But that's what they're doing now.
But I'm saying if they was to do that with the cartridge
Nah, cartridges cost
instead
too
of
much
having
money,
all the
son.
bullshit with it.
Cartridges cost too much money.
It's too much money,
It's
and you
too
also
much
got to
money,
think about the
bro.
size.
They have RAM in
Also,
there. They have memory.
and
What
also you got to
classes
think.
are we?
I'm saying, no, no. That's why I said, look, don't put none of that extra bullshit in there.
You have
Just
to.
like I don't. Oh,
It
Be-
has to
It
have
has
it.
to
That's
have.
what we're
It
trying
has
to
to
say.
have it. So if they,
And
so what
and
Deadly
not
said
only
is good.
and not only this, you got to understand. I was like, the game cartridges for Switch. I was like, they're so heavily compressed. That's why the performance on those versions of the games is nowhere near what you're going to get on the Xbox, the PlayStation, on PC.
Is
I was
Yobi
like,
here?
because of the size.
Yobi, let me know if you here. I need you to clean up in aisle 6. Please clean up in aisle 6. If Yobi is here, go ahead.
Yeah,
Listen,
no, I
we
get what you're
can't stay on this
saying, and
topic. We got a lot.
yeah,
Got to keep going.
yeah.
We
But
got to keep
I'm just
going.
saying, I get where he's
no,
coming
go ahead.
from, but
I hear what y'all saying. I've been done. Y'all said it. I
Now,
understand.
now, yo, Infinite Umbra is in the building. What up, bro? What's good with you? Good to see you here. Yo, listen, man. Let me say this for the record, man. Uh, let's hold on. What did I want to start off with first? All right, I'm gonna start off with this, man. I'm tired of people going to Twitter complaining about games that they don't want to make no more. EA has pulled a plug on Need for Speed and Burnout. Now,
Again?
yeah, but I'm gonna tell you why. And I want people stop running to Twitter and with your 12 voices and crying about shit y'all don't buy. These companies are here to make money. If you buy the game, they'll keep making sequels to the day you die. But if they don't see no profits on their return, stop emailing them, stop disrespecting them. Get out your feelings. It's crazy the shit that people are doing to EA. EA was like, it's not even profitable. The game is not selling, so we supposed to just keep making it? So please, people in the chat, man, not here, but I'm just saying people watching later, people on the internet, we gotta stop attacking these companies because you are in your feelings. They are here to make money. Now, P-Lump, man, EA has got thrashed last week for 2 games. That's not even on my radar anymore. But talk to me. How did you feel about the backlash from the community and the disrespect for people who didn't even buy the game? Talk to me.
I'm not gonna make it a long story. I'm gonna try to make a long story short. I didn't even know about this, Lemon.
Okay, so what do you think about it? I told you.
I
All right.
you caught me off guard. But
All right, well, that's all
honestly,
we need.
I'm not a fan. I mean, it
Yeah,
time
this
to move
boy.
on.
No. You still got an opinion. You heard what I said. So what do you have on what I told you?
No, I'm talking about as far as it's time for everybody else to move on.
Oh yeah.
As
Yeah.
far as
Yeah.
like some franchise, I mean, they obviously not putting out, or the last Need for Speed didn't do as well as they wanted it to.
And it was
And
dope.
what
And
are
it was
the
dope.
what was the last Burnout numbers? Do anybody know?
They did a remake that nobody bought.
Hold on, whoa, no. I thought that that's the Crash Dummy one. I mean, what's the one that's coming out now? The stunt dummy.
Hollywood.
Yeah,
Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's not a part of Burnout.
No.
Nope. That's
Oh,
I
shit.
was like, Stunt Driver, I was like, as its
Yeah.
own series.
Oh damn.
That was the wrong one.
Oh shit. Well, I guess that shit is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Yep.
How you feeling about the
Stop
disrespect
crying.
from the community though? I mean, it's crazy. They might as well just go to PlayStation
mean,
route and send dick
But
pics.
wait. No. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna say this much, Lemon. No, just hear me out right quick, homie. You know we live in a copycat world.
Yeah.
And we live in a blame game and in a bunch of cry and tears and all that shit. So as soon as they find something negative to hop on, everybody is going to do it, and that's the way it is now. I can't believe Sony is still getting this much smoke. So really, don't surprise me.
Bloody, talk to me on this topic, man. How you feeling about this? And was you a big fan of these 2 series?
Yes and no. I was a fan of Burnout when it came out back in the day on the PS2. And you got to remember, the last actual Burnout game that was released was in 2008 with Burnout Paradise. They did the remaster, yes,
Right.
10 years later in 2018.
That
But there
nobody
has not
bought.
been not been a Burnout game for the past decade. Criterion, who was the developers of that, transitioned over to start helping out on Need for Speed, right? The last couple of Need for Speed games have been very iffy. I was like, they're cool, they're unique in each one, but they don't capture a certain feel that people have been wanting from Need for Speed, right? And the thing is that in the past decade, really the past 2 decades, racing fans have changed so much that it's not the same. We talk about, for us growing up with those racing games, was all about Need for Speed Underground, right? Thug was where it's at. It's always what's everyone's been wanting, but that's not going to be the same draw nowadays because you have games like Forza Horizon. I was like Gran Turismo and other games, right? Even The Crew. The Crew was a big draw. I was like, but they've been trying to find that new middle ground after the first game, right? I didn't really enjoy what was it? Unbound Need for Speed back in 22, 23. It was cool. I liked the visuals. Wasn't really my draw. I liked the one that came out before that, which was kind of like the revenge story in Vegas, right? Against the casinos. That one I thought was pretty cool because it tried to be different. But again, it wasn't a big draw. I was like, that's the thing, is that Need for Speed has been trying to find the right draw, but hasn't been able to capture that. So the fact that they're like, hey, after 2-3 major releases and each of them haven't done well, I'm surprised it's taking them this long to pull Need for Speed. I was
Okay.
like, so
Okay.
it sucks because those are two staple racing franchises, but it's like everything else. It's a case of inevitability.
All right. All right. Well, look, man. Let me get to that. Let me get to this $5 super for my boy P Lump, who's actually on a goddamn show. Listen. He says, "Stop everything. Play my damn theme song, and we got real snipers. Boom, boom, boom. Tick tock, tick tock, and the clock is ticking. Your time is almost up, buddy." Boy, the subliminals is crazy in the streets. Shout out to the team.
Oh shit!
Yo, hold on. Let me give you a little bit. Yeah, we can't do that. We ain't got that much time today. Yo, for you to have to go somewhere too, buddy, you talk forever on a small topic. Stop, because I ain't going to let you leave. All right?
All right.
Yeah. God, no lemon. I got to go to this party. So do I.
All right. My bad.
All
Hey,
right, man.
I gave you deep thoughts, but at least I didn't go as long as I normally do.
Oh, no, you definitely going to get that. Stop the presses.
Exactly. We're not
Yo.
gonna hit. I'm going for no 10 hours later bullshit from you.
Yo, listen. Let me say this. Here go another touchy topic, man. This is one that P Lump is gonna love. PlayStation 6 patent scraps liquid metal cooling after PS5 leaks fried APUs and motherboards for years. The PS6,
shit,
hold on,
man.
the PS6 may use an advanced vaporized based cooling system. Xbox does that already, but and system that uses liquid water and multiple tampered heat pipes to regulate circulation and ensure the system doesn't overheat. Now I'm going straight to P Lump with this, and this is what kills me with the internet and the media. They said this was fake
You know.
news. They said this was fake news. P Lump.
I wish I got a hold of this Friday.
Yeah, I gotta hold some of my shit for my show. Can't give y'all all the
Yeah.
goods.
Hey,
Yeah, you'd have loved
Hold
this
on.
one.
oh shit. Hey, yeah, I definitely need a old shit, but it still goes back to everything Xbox do. We got a copycat right behind.
Me too.
Yes. I did it first. I was first here. I'm the originator. No, that already been done and been done for years.
Yep. Now
I mean,
they catching
PlayStation
on.
know who they daddy is. I'm being honest. PlayStation is the stepchild of Xbox.
Yeah,
Y'all
this
can
boy
say
is
what y'all
wow.
Now, I'm being serious, man.
I know, but it's
They
still
either
funny.
the stepchild or the little brother.
They more like Cinderella the way they getting treated today.
Nah. Like, just pay attention to what I'm about to say, Lemon. It's like, once the big brother do it, now the little brother do it, and it's the hottest thing. And like, bitch, I've been here the whole time. I've been had this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being honest, y'all. Like,
No, we know.
Xbox, PlayStation do it, and whoever else gonna be behind. Matter of fact, that damn cube thing that outsold Xbox ain't give them nothing but a goddamn Connect in a box. Remember? Yeah, the one that outsold Xbox that Christmas. Everything Xbox do, everybody else coming. Joint. I did it first. No, we've been doing
He said
this
yoink.
shit. Yeah, like
Pretty much.
they do be yoinking them.
They do be
But
yoinking.
we're gonna see how much the pony's gonna glaze this.
Facts.
And they damn sure gonna glaze it.
Facts.
But I
Go ahead.
go ahead. I know we ain't got that much time.
So, Bloody, talk to
Yoink.
me. Yoink. Yo, you stupid. Yo, Bloody, talk to me, man. Talk to me. How you feeling about
to
PlayStation
all
finally?
those,
What happened to
to
your mic?
all those.
What happened to your
Huh?
mic?
Oh, no, can you not hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, but
No, you sound horrible.
you sound
Oh, I have no idea.
you sound like you in
Like-
an echo chamber.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
What the hell did you do? I'm like, what?
I didn't do nothing. Hang on. Things probably got weird. Hang on. Give me a second.
All I'm gonna say is yoink.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck happened there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know either.
Here's what I gotta say. For all those
Bathroom
wannabe
mic.
influencers
Crazy.
and all those bullshit pushing, analysts and wannabes, y'all just got the saddest thing that said that PS5 and liquid metal is the future. Now y'all are looking like this.
That's crazy.
I was like, just crazy, because here's the thing. Anyone who has any sort of PC knowledge knows that liquid metal is awful. Great concept, not efficient whatsoever.
Yep.
I was like, how many times have we seen people saying, "Oh, I had to go and take my PS5 to get
Hold on. His
that
mic
metal
went out.
retouched up and everything else." It's awful. It's trash.
Oh,
I
he's
was like,
not
and the
here.
fact that they're going to vapor cooling, which PC's been doing for years, but guess what? Xbox has been doing it for a generation and a half. Since the end of the Xbox One, when we got the
you hear
One X,
him,
when they
Lemon?
introduced vapor
Yeah, I
cooling
hear
there,
him.
I was like,
Is it me?
before
Yeah, it's you.
before they introduced their dual chamber, split motherboard that they introduced in the Series X, they had two proprietary methods that was created by their engineers to cool out that without having to make it bigger, without having to do all this stupid shit. And like Pilum said, everyone just copies what they do. Microsoft has consistently been ahead of the curve, and everyone doesn't want to give them the attention. They were the first ones to make tablets before Apple, but everyone gives all the credit to Apple. No, they were not the first ones.
Nope.
I was like, they were also Microsoft and Xbox was the first ones to switch over to who started doing digital clouds, online storage, everything. I was like, digital only libraries or as a focus outside of Steam, right? Because Steam was, an online library as it was. All of that was done by them. And now everyone's following nearly a decade later and acting like it's the hottest thing. It's like, dumbass, we've been doing that. They've been telling y'all that for 10 years. Y'all just didn't want to accept it.
Facts. All right, so we gonna move on. I'm gonna be Petty Murphy right now.
Hey, yeah, hold on a minute. There's something wrong. Like I can only hear him on YouTube, but I can't hear him like back here.
Because it's you. Whatever it is you. I can't help your end, but I'm telling you, they him.
I was like, and if anyone keeps saying that what they got coming up is great, or that they should go back to liquid metal, this is your type of opinion. Ass.
Let me be Petty Murphy. Once again, I'm gonna be Petty Murphy. Rockstar has doubled down, saying why console is where GTA 6 is releasing. GTA 6, shout out to my boy Grizz, because nobody listens to your boy Lemon. They only listen when they want to. Listen to this, Mr. Marley Mall in the chat. Cheetah. GTA 6 skips PC at launch, not out of spite, as the console limits drives. The console limits drive the choice. Rockstar producer says they've got an ecosystem. They have a hardware that we know exactly what the specs are. They know what the thermal limits of the units are. They can dedicate all resources to it. They don't have to worry about, this person has this graphic cards that is 10 years old. Now you see, When I tried to say why I was the preferred system, everybody had an excuse, a reason, a why, a how. Console is the driven force. Y'all saw the chart when I pulled up the last time. They are underperforming compared to Xbox One on PC, which has 300 million players. So you want them to drop this game on PC, and they gonna go with the bag. They gonna go where the money's at. Bloody, talk to me, man. Because this is the third time I done brought this up. And let me guess, you gonna read this and say, you know what, Lemon, this? Nope. I don't even want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear it.
They did this the same. They're doing. I don't know why people are complaining about this, because if anyone's complaining, y'all just getting caught in 4K because y'all are stupid, because they did the same thing with GTA 5 13 years ago. They know like you said, it's a closed system.
That's right.
You know all the specs. You know what you can work within, what you can work without. You don't have to guess what's going to work and what's not going to work. You know why? Because you know exactly what everyone is on. I was like, you don't have to make changes. You don't have to be like, oh, well, to run these things, we should recommend taking all this stuff. No. I was like, you have a perfectly closed box and can get the best out of that by prioritizing that box. That's it. After that's out and they make their $2 billion, whatever the fuck that they're going to make, because we know they're going to make money.
Yeah,
They've been making money. I was
hand
like,
over fist.
for years, for 10 years, I was like, they've been making hand over fist. Once they do that in the first week, or even after the first day when they make their billion, 2 billion, like I said, who knows what they're going to make, but they going to break whatever previous record they had. I was like, then they'll be like, all right, now that it's out and let them all deal with that, we can start kind of guessing what we're going to do with PC. Because you know they're going to cut off a certain generation of cards.
Yep.
They're like, anything below this, they're like, don't even attempt it. You're going to blow your shit. I was like, then you're going to cry for real. I was like, this and up, that's it.
All right, but listen, man, we're going to get P-Lump back. Is he back? Are you back, P-Lump?
He back.
Oh, yeah, I've been back. My bad.
Yeah, I know.
They were talking.
But all right, let me get P-Lump back in the show. What?
I do need you to re-ask the question, or that you know what was the topic.
The topic is what me and Grizz was debating about, why consoles coming first and what they prefer to do it on. And once again, they doubled and tripled down, and I keep bringing it up so people understand. Yeah, your boy Lemon was right. I'm Petty Murphy of his first kind. But it was not really a topic. It just was a point to be made again.
About GTA?
Yeah, not going to PC.
Oh yeah, I got 2 cents for that.
Go ahead.
Console players play GTA. It ain't coming to PC. Period. I mean, it'll come eventually, but not in 6 months. Try a year or more.
Probably about 2 years.
Now,
I mean,
now I want to talk about another topic. We're gonna get straight to it. You know how much I love pointing out these lying-ass goddamn social media and content creators and fake-ass journalists who just start shit up for no absolute reason. Let me make sure I do this first. Let me do this right first. That? Yeah. Here we go. A first-party game was removed from Game Pass despite Microsoft's early promise. Now, I want to read this to y'all again. Windows Central says a first-party game was removed from Game Pass despite earlier promises. Read how this starts. It's another example of cracks forming in the subscription model. Well, goddamn. Oh shit! Now, this is what kills me. About these so-called websites. It's like journalists, YouTubers. I seen dudes run and make a video about this. Oh my God, they just took out Tony Hawk 1 and 2. You see, this is why you gotta do homework.
Do your due
This is why
diligence.
you got to do your homework. Because you read something like this stupidity, you see, look at the picture. Has an X over Tony Hawk in bright red to bring awareness, to focus your eyes on, damn, look, they took it out. This is what they want you to know, right? These are the people y'all look forward to reading their articles about the bullshit that they be spewing. So now, I do my due diligence. Another day, Xbox is doomed. Media meltdown over Tony Hawk on Game Pass. 12 hours later, Microsoft clarifies, not canceled, still in works. The mainstream gaming journalism crap is getting embarrassing at this point. How many times have we fallen for this? Update from Microsoft. Update. July 15th. July 15th, that's the next date. Microsoft has provided Windows Central with a statement clarifying Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 has not been canceled for Game Pass. According to the Xbox spokesman, the game is continue working through the necessary licensing approval and will share an update as soon as it has one. Now, we do know that there's custom music in games like Forza, 2K. They all have licensed music. You even got streamer mode in a lot of games so you can stream it and not get a copyright strike. Because it's about licensing. But you see what the media does? And guess what? What rebuttal article did they write? Nothing. They left that bullshit article up, how they broke a promise to the Game Pass community, but they didn't clean up their shit. And they didn't do their homework. When that game got taken down, I said, oh yeah, that's probably music licensing issues. How the fuck I know that and y'all don't?
You know why?
12 hours later. Go ahead, Bloody, talk to me.
It's because this is their brain. I was like, it's on that dial-up, bro. I was like, they ain't thinking. Because like you said, this is a game that came out in 1996. I was like, it came out on the PS1. I was like, every game back there had licensed music. The reason that got put on hold, even with the remaster, is the same reason we don't have access to certain games that are backwards compatible. Why? Because they have said there is a licensing issue with some of those games because of certain music that they cannot get to the original licensee or anything else. So they can't say, hey, we're going to sell the game. We can't sell the game anymore because of the fact that we have no way to pay the person who still owns the rights to this song or anything like that in it. That is so commonplace nowadays. I don't know why that they could. I was like, this goes to show just how disingenuous media is today about certain things and how people just take the first thing that they see and run with the bullshit without doing even the most basic of research. Hell, in this case, having just a basic thought. I was like, why would you not think that a game as still popular and prevalent as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater is wouldn't come to the service when, one, they own the publishing company, they have worked with Tony Hawk himself after with the remaster. I was like, why do you think that it wouldn't come to the service? Because of anything that is actually legally binding that they have to work through. We know that they will go through the hoops. They'll make sure that everything gets right before it gets pushed through. This has happened with other games that's non-first party, and there's no issues then. Only because it's a first party title, they got to make us think about it.
But before you go, P Lump, let me get to this $10 holla for my man Gamer Tech. Let me hit him with P Lump's favorite lady on the block. You heard? He says, "Tell him, Lemon, tell him." Thank you for that $10, bro. I appreciate you. Appreciate that. Yo, listen, man. This is the nonsense they do. But P Lump, touch on this, man. Once again, the media is spewing bullshit. Make it visually unattractive. Excuse me. Talk to me, man. Another one.
You can't make none of this make sense. We all know what it is, and there's really no need of us, even bitching about it because what? It's the Xbox tax. I
Facts.
mean, when you got the whole damn gaming industry against you, for what reason I don't know, but you can't make it up, man. You cannot make this up.
Nope.
Like every single thing, every little bit, it don't matter what it is. They're gonna make it 100 times worse than what the fuck it is.
But you know what, P
Didn't
Lump?
do the
Let me ask you
no,
this.
didn't do their research or nothing,
Let me ask you this.
and probably knew it and just lied.
Let me ask you this. Facts. They do that shit all the time. AKA E-Day is not going to be exclusive no more. Microsoft changed their mind. Shout out to that. Shout out to my boy Destin and Matthew Ball. Checking these dudes
Hell,
live. But let me ask you a question. Now that you made this huge error in this article, where's your rebuttal article to say, oh, my bad?
Oh, they never do that. You
Mm,
know that.
mm,
Name one time that they
mm,
did that without Microsoft having to come out and check them on it.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Name one time that somebody said, "Oh, you know what I did? I stepped on a rake. I made a mistake."
Yup.
Microsoft never get an apology.
Nope.
Never.
Nope. They never sorry. But you know who I blame? I blame you people out here supporting them. That's what you get. They making buffoons out of you. Like that,
Yup.
like that tweet said. How many times we gonna keep falling for this?
And you know what? Shout out to Cheater in the chat, right? Because he said they did that. Microsoft did the same thing when they took Quantum Break out of Game Pass. They had to relicense it and work out a deal with them, and then re-added it. Because guess what? They did the same thing with Alan Wake, which the original they published, but after they gave the rights to Remedy, they took it out and then they worked out a deal with them before doing everything right. And they did the same thing with Sunset Overdrive when Insomniac went and completely was first party with Sony and everything else going forward. They've done this with other companies before. Why are y'all acting like this is something brand new? It's about making sure that there is equal
No.
compensation.
The other companies don't have Xbox tax.
Yeah.
Nope.
But you know what? That's a fucking flag on the plate. I'm getting tired of these fake ass content creators, these fake ass media talking trash, lying to the community because they can't lie to me and you.
You know
But
what?
they can lie to the people who don't do what we do, which is way more them than us. And they will drive you to believe what it's like. Listening, people, you got people that always got some type of conspiracy theory thoughts. It's not a conspiracy with these media motherfuckers. This shit is factual. Y'all are not fair to one company. Y'all partial to another company. Yo, it's thundering. I was like,
Hey, I thought something was wrong.
I said, yo, what? Because it shook my house.
Oh, I heard it.
I heard it. Yeah, I heard it.
I'm like, whoa.
It was just doing that down
Well,
here.
hey, yo, I was like, the storm's over there. We don't need them knocking
Hey,
power.
he said
Let's
we
lock-
outside. Crispy
I said, yeah,
Palm
let's
said
lock
we
it, speed it
outside.
up. Lock it, speed it up.
But listen, man, once again, I will always point out the nonsense. And I don't care who friend of these people. I don't care. Y'all are liars. And one thing I don't
Fuck
like is
that
a
shit.
thief and a liar. Y'all straight lie. Y'all misguide the community, and you do not hold yourself with no integrity, and the community need to hold you motherfuckers more accountable for the bullshit y'all keep doing. Go ahead, P-Lump.
That was two things:
What?
a thief and a liar.
I said there's two things I don't like, a thief and a liar.
No, you said it's one thing I don't like.
Oh, well, shit.
Man, shut up. You know that. This is genuine people.
I
Right.
was just helping Lemon.
So now, let's talk about this Black Ops 1 and 2. Now, first of all, this is shout out to the meathead ponies on the internet.
Woo.
We're getting a remaster of Black Ops 1 and 2. What about y'all? You guys, you're not, this is your company. This is your company. And they're not doing it for you. PlayStation obviously don't believe in generations because Black Ops 1 and 2 ain't backwards compatible on your system like it is on Xbox. We don't need it. See,
TTS.
see, this is the shit that kills me with you ponies who take to the internet and think you got one. We got him. We got him, P-Lump. We got him. What you got is a terrible port. Trojan horse your ass. We don't need a port when our shit already works. If PlayStation believe the generations like they say they do, how you don't? The game that carried your system, the game that pays for other games on your system to be made, how that shit not backwards compatible?
You know what makes me laugh?
What
This is just like
what P-Lump say? Make it make sense.
you know what this is? This is Gears of War Reloaded all over again. Because of the fact that guess what? We had Gears of War Ultimate Edition 10 years ago, and we were already playing an updated version. We just got an extra upgrade to Reloaded for free. But guess what? It's just an overhauled version of what we've already been playing. Y'all just barely getting it, bro.
So
who
believes in generations?
Not y'all.
Yo, talk to me. Listen. That PlayStation port is terrible. They just threw that shit together and just put it out. This shit is horrible.
I mean, I wouldn't have the pleasure of knowing because my PlayStation is an ornament. It's not even plugged up.
That's crazy work.
I mean, to be fair, my Pro is a desk accessory.
Lemon, when the last time you played your PlayStation?
See?
Hey, look, I had to look like, what the fuck?
I was like, outside of the fact that I'm trying to go back and refinish Stellar Blade on stream, it's not getting any usage. I'm gonna be 100%. Well, there's one game I was like outside that, but it's just there.
It's a little more than a paperweight because it's a big.
Hey,
why do you say that? That's why I said it's a desk accessory, not even a paperweight.
That's a good question. That's a good damn question. I don't remember.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand. If you're not playing it for third party, what the fuck do they have to offer?
You mean first party?
First party.
Because I don't buy third party over there.
No, I'm saying for the ones who do.
Oh.
If you're not playing it for third party, what do they have to offer?
Nothing from nothing, Lee's.
No, cricket. Cricket.
Oh,
and
Lord.
now that they not gonna get that blessing, hold on. Now that they no longer getting that blessing from Microsoft, it's looking rough for you, buddy.
Yeah. And remember,
looking rough for you.
6 of their top 10 games were coming from Xbox. Just saying.
It's looking rough for you, buddy.
Now, let's get into this other topic. We doing real good, man. We ain't got that many topics left, but I like this momentum. Shout out to the chat, man. Y'all been awesome. Without y'all, couldn't be no us. We have greatly appreciated, man. If you new here and you want to chat, this is subscriber only mode. You gotta subscribe to be part of the conversation. It takes a millisecond of those fingers, baby. No diddy. But with that being said,
come on.
He over here talking to the dog. Come on.
Oh yeah, my bad, son.
So, once again, here go the media. The Xbox layoffs are devastating. It is detrimental that they're laying off so many people in these studios that they won't be able to function. Listen.
Talk to us, Lemon.
This shit is crazy. So you think Microsoft spent $1 billion for Mojang, first biggest deal in the history of gaming. The second biggest deal is $7.6 billion for ZeniMax, right? You think they spent huh?
I thought it was a million, not a billion.
What are you talking about? They spent $1 billion for Mojang.
No, I know Mojang, but you said for ZeniMax. Oh, you said
it was $7.6 billion. What are you even talking about?
That's for Activision.
No,
not ZeniMax.
no. ZeniMax, Bethesda. Can I finish? The
Okay.
ZeniMax deal was $7.6 billion.
I could have sworn that was Activision. All right, my bad.
Activision was 67 point something billion dollars. That's the biggest.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you done?
Yeah.
You just killed my momentum.
My bad.
It's like two parents having sex and their kid walking in the door.
Oh no. Oh, shit.
The fuck was that, bloody? Anyway, let me continue what I'm saying. So you think they spent $7.6 billion for ZeniMax, another $67 billion for Activision, and everybody gonna keep their job.
Fire all their ass. Fuck it.
Hold on, son. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
wild.
That's wild.
Oh,
Cut that man's mic off right now. I was like,
So now the media goes out here. We know about the layoffs. 3,200 people, 1,600 this year, 1,600 next year. Okay. One of my friends took to the internet, and he's been touched by this. Shout out to my boy Paris Locke. He just was at the Xbox event with us.
yup.
10 or 12 years he's been there. It's not a good feeling seeing our people get laid off. It's not a good situation. He's my guy. That's not what I want to hear. He'll be fine. He'll land on his feet. The dude is a genius. As many, I think he just got his doctorate or something. He's definitely smart. He ain't gonna have a problem getting a job. But everybody's not built like that either. My point is, the media goes out here, this is way worse than we thought it would be. But when PlayStation shut studios down, not lay people off, shut them down, crickets. That's all you hear. It's crickets. Nobody says nothing. This shit didn't happen. Like the liquid leaking cooling problem. That shit was leaking everywhere. Drip, drip, drip. Put on some Depends on your PlayStation so your shit don't drip on your floor. Nobody.
They got an oil leak.
They act like it didn't happen.
They got an oil leak.
So now they go and target ID software. So ID software comes out and states, we have more than enough people here to sustain our engine and games and to make plenty of DLC for future projects.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, the media is full of shit.
It's Xbox.
You are pretending that Microsoft is going to gut out a division and they won't be able to make what they're there for? P-Lump, talk to me.
I mean,
Another flag on the play.
Hey, good God, I'm glad you threw that out there. But how do you say this, Lemon? It's like when you got your hand over here, y'all can see my hand, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain this one because it's the same thing as it was the first time, Lemon. Anything Microsoft do, they're going to blow it up. PlayStation just canceled physical games. I mean, they're getting the smoke, but PlayStation just laid off a half of Bungie. Where that noise at?
Nope. Nope. They didn't say nothing about that.
PlayStation just closed. Hold on. PlayStation just closed multiple studios.
Multiple.
Less than within this generation to come to think about it.
Yep.
10 studios.
Microsoft didn't close no studios. They didn't cancel no games. Hell, I thought they was going to cancel Blade. That's still coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And no, hold on. And not only that, they gave these people their independence. They gave them a stipend or like money to go with. If your ass got cut, you got money. And once again, this is a reset. This is Asha show now. You didn't come in with her, your ass got to go. Y'all know how it is when you got a new coach. You know how it is when you got a new GM. Off with their head. Hey, I'm being honest. Off with, and yeah, I forgot about the whole Crunchyroll.
No. Hey, calm down.
All right.
That's a whole nother conversation.
There's a whole other topic.
All right, okay.
That's on the list that I gave you.
I know, but it's just Lemon. It's you. Look, you gave me that list 3 minutes before the show.
He just
Now,
got that's all. That's all.
no, but I'm just saying, no, I want to finish cooking.
Cooking.
No, we're not stopping.
I know I am. No, I'm just saying, y'all. It's just I'm tired of the same bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And when is it going to change? And my question is the change now? Being as though PlayStation is finally getting that smoke, or is this just because everybody upset with PlayStation?
You know what it is.
Is everybody going to run out and go get that PlayStation 6?
Yep.
Or are they really going to go to where they should be at right now? The best deal in gaming is an Xbox. Microsoft is giving you everything underneath the sun, even under a new CEO. So I have faith in her and I believe in her. And hell yeah, she gave me a free Xbox. I ain't got no beef with her. Microsoft ain't doing nothing wrong.
All right.
Bloody, touch on this real quick, man. Once again, Ed had to come out there and make a statement, basically shutting down the media and they BS. But talk to me.
And here's the thing, man. These media, first off, like you said, there are people that we know personally that were affected by this. I was like, people that me and you and P-Lump, we were all just partying it up with in LA less than or just over a month ago, right? I was like, we was all out there having a great time. The future looked bright. I was like, but we also know that there was things that was coming that was going to be hard. I was like, the one thing I had to give
Asha pause.
Right. Hold up.
No.
Rewind.
No, we are not. Things is going to be coming up. Yo, no, I'm not even repeating that. No.
Rewind.
You know what, chat? I'm childish. No, don't clip that. Don't. That was too much. No, I almost said that was too much to take. Pause.
Yeah. I bet it was
that.
Nah. I'm gonna put you in the corner on timeout behind that. That was man. Anyway,
you might want to clip that.
Yeah. Anyway,
shut the hell up. Stop trying to give people ideas.
Here's the thing.
Oh, hey yo.
I was like, after the show, I was like, the one thing I have to give Asha is that she's been trying to be as very transparent as she can be. She talked about everything that came with the first 100, and she said that here's what's coming with the next 100. I told you, I'm happy with what she did, but I was like, I need to see the next 265. I want to see what the rest of the year is going to bring. And she openly admitted that there was going to be some hard conversations that had to be happen, and we knew something was coming. The thing about it, though, is like P-Lump said, they didn't just throw everyone out on the ass and didn't give them nothing. No, the 5 studios, I guess technically, that they pushed out, right? 2 of them are given their full independence and going back to doing what they did. I was like, Double Fine was doing perfectly fine for well over a decade before they went first party, and now after 8 years, they're going back to independent. They know exactly what they're doing. I was like, and the fact that they're getting funding to keep going, great.
Yeah, they got that bag to finish whatever they was working on.
Yep. I was like, and the same thing. I was like, the fact is that
we ain't never heard that before.
No, I was like, not only
sense.
Not only that, I was like, I believe it was Ninja Theory that's also going full independent. I was like, and then of course you have Compulsion, and then you have Undead Labs that got sold, and Arcane is currently in the middle of being sold. But theirs is different because of France labor laws and stuff like that. You don't see that. They guaranteed said, hey, here's money to help keep funding y'all for right now until y'all get established with wherever you're going, or you're going independent, do your own thing. They were still giving money to basically everyone say, hey, here's money for y'all so that way y'all keep taking care of yourselves. It wasn't just said, hey, out the door, y'all ain't getting a damn thing. You don't see that. They didn't shut these studios down. They didn't buy them up and said, all right, all y'all get the hell out. Y'all don't own any of your stuff anymore.
Like Sony's VR studios, they all shut down.
I was like,
nobody even talks about that.
Here's the thing. I keep mentioning to tell everyone. Sony had Polyphonic, who was a studio that they shut down over a decade ago. Brought them back when they were independent, turned them into London studios for PlayStation, and then shut them down again. How are you not going to be mad at a company that fired you, hired you back, and then fired you again and took all your stuff? These teams were at least given their full independence and all rights to their own properties.
Mm-hmm.
Who is going to be that generous about anything? Nah. I was like, we certainly ain't seen it out of Tencent, and we certainly ain't seen it out of other companies like NetEase or any of them. I was like, hell, worse with Embracer. Guess what? How many IPs do they own now after they bought up all them studios and then shut them all down?
They closed 44 of them.
Exactly. But guess what?
Nobody said nothing.
Those studios don't own any of their rights because Embracer kept it. So now they're just sitting on whatever they can sell out or license for money. Nah.
Hold on. Go ahead, P-Lump. Go ahead. Bloody ain't gonna stop.
Hold on.
He act like he ain't got nowhere to go.
Hey, but hold on. Wait a minute, because I didn't want him to get too far past it. So there ain't no more PlayStation VR studio?
No. London studio shut down.
No.
They didn't even get out a single first-party VR game, bro.
And they
Can't
need
make
it.
this shit up.
Yo,
Where's the outrage?
Exactly. But listen, man, listen, I'm people that own PlayStations, myself included, bloody. I'm just telling you.
You got that PlayStation VR thing?
Yes.
Money well spent.
Yeah. You know what I did, right? I bought the PC adaptation kit so I have a use for it. Because I still ain't got no use on PlayStation. Even though they got some Alien game is dope, but yeah.
And
they won't get me again. They got me with 2 VR headsets. I'm not doing it no more.
I was like, they shut down what London studio? What was it? 2 years ago or 3 years ago?
3.
Yeah, I thought it was about.
It was a.
I forgot. You right.
But listen, man, let's continue. We got to keep going. And people, like I said, what I was getting into. Listen, we only telling you the truth. Sound like a Sony bashing show this week, but we gonna continue that because we got some more news. We know Hiroki Katoki cashed out and made $4.7 million. $4.7 million on them
money.
Them Sony stocks. He cashed in right after Sony announced the diskless movement. The diskless movement. Hold on.
The other higher power.
Hold on. 2 people did it. I don't know the other dude's name. But I'm going to say this for the record. If Phil Spencer would have did that shit on his way out,
people would have lost it.
Where is the foul disrespect and blatant honesty about what this dude did? He cashed out before the stocks plummeted. That sounds like some insider trading shit to me.
Flag on the play.
We gonna get that flag on the play. That is crazy. That nobody even said anything about what this Mr. Hiroki Katoki did. This is ridiculous.
Shit.
This is ridiculous. Now, if Phil would have did that,
oh man,
oh my God, the media would have destroyed Microsoft. But once again, this is what we're talking about. I waited for 2 weeks not to say. I brought it up, and I didn't bring up this part of it. I just waited to see if anybody, the Collins, the MBGs, the Jazzes, nobody said nothing. But let Phil would have did it. They'd have been going to kill Frankenstein's monster. Pitchforks. Nobody talked about it. They mentioned it, but nobody said, he cashed out right before the stock plummeted. Nobody. And you talking about Xbox tax don't exist? They can't even remove a game for licensing problems without it being a problem.
Make it make sense.
You can't, where's the responsibility from media? Where's your integrity at any given time?
Whores.
Sony must be cutting a lot of side deals to you side whores.
Whores. Yeah.
This is crazy. Just and people
Recorded.
y'all read the same articles and Twitter feeds I read. Where's your outrage?
Preach.
But Tony Hawk is the problem.
Their check cleared. I was like, so they're avoiding.
Yo, this is crazy. Yo, this is crazy. The shit that's important, y'all don't talk about. Y'all just look and wait and lurk like fucking Gargamel chasing them Smurfs for anything Xbox do, but you don't give Sony the smoke.
Even when Xbox don't do nothing, they got something to say.
Yo, listen, and I'm tired of Xbox having to come out and check you dudes.
And they blame Xbox for Sony fucks up.
Yo, it's crazy.
Sense.
Yo, listen, the only backlash I see was over these discs, and that's not even warranted backlash. The game ain't on a disc anyway, dumbasses. The DRM is on the disc. The game is not on a disc. Y'all out here tripping. You seen what GameStop said? 12% of our games, 12% of our earnings come from games, which is nothing.
I'll put it this way though. I was like, that's because most publishers and manufacturers who make physical stuff, I was like, especially like me, Lemon, you collect collector's editions. Most of them aren't sold in GameStop anymore. They're either directly on Amazon, so you can order it there,
or directly from the company.
Directly from the company, from their own personal stores like Bandai, Capcom, and even Sega has their own.
Space Marine. They sold it themselves.
Focus did theirs own, or they partner with like limited run games.
Right.
They'll partner with like I Am 8-Bit. They'll partner with Pix and Love and stuff like that. There's special manufacturers now that are just like, hey, we'll make your collector's edition for you and sell it.
Yep.
And they're just like, all right, cool. I was like, that's why I always tell Pix and Love, I Am 8-Bit, they make so many great. I was like, but the thing is that GameStop is not the center where you get your collector's editions anymore.
Nope.
They stopped being that over a decade ago. That's why they're not selling a lot of physicals anyways, because they're not there.
And shout out to Sony for not letting them sell the digital codes in the store.
That too.
What was y'all thinking? They've been eliminating you dudes for the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
God.
I was like, the only
what store can you walk in and buy a PC game?
None. I was like, and you know what? Because Steam was the go-to for that, and they stopped doing that almost 20 years ago.
Let me ask you a question, Bloody. You have a digital store, right? Yep. Why would you pay shipping to GameStop or any other platform when you could just sell it yourself digitally?
You wouldn't. I was like,
do limited edition 2Ks and Maddens run out digitally? No, they're always available to the day the game dies.
You know, the only
thing GameStop, they got 150 copies of the Ultimate Edition 2K, and when it runs out, nigga, your ass is out.
Mm-hmm.
But you can just go right to your Xbox, right to your PlayStation, right to your Switch, and buy these games and never worry about a digital running out. What needs to be done for digital gaming? Yeah, hold on. What needs to be done for digital games is what Nintendo has started to do. Physical is $10 more. That's it.
What up, Go?
But go ahead, bro. What up, Teasy?
So I can time in?
Yeah, go.
Lemon, you already know what my issue is. I understand you more digital. It's a new era, this, that. But you still have to give people that option.
No, I get it. But I'm talking about what's... listen, I'm not telling... Listen to me. I'm not saying don't give people the option. I'm saying the facts. The game ain't on a disc anyway. It's like giving a kid... Listen, when my daughter, before she could play video games, right? She was like 2 years old, 3 years old. When I was on my Xbox, right? I used to give her the controller. She ain't playing, but she thinks she is. That's what they doing with the disc. That's what because you can go try to download your game with your system not connected to the internet. I guarantee you that disc is useless. That's a fact.
There's only
I'm gonna
some
do
games
that.
that actually come fully on the disc. I
Yo,
was like,
ain't
and
no
there's
Call of Duty on the disc. The shit is
no,
130 gigs.
but Call of Duty literally all goes to the Call of Duty app.
But
It
did
acts
you
as a
not
hub
just
for all
say
the games.
some games? Hold on. But you did say some games are on the disc, right?
I didn't say
Some
that.
games. No, I know that for a fact.
Bloody said that.
There are some games, not all games nowadays. There is an entire website that is dedicated to one reading all the data on a disc to see if the game is actually fully on there or if it's just a DRM and requires a patch and everything else and an internet connection. So if you want to do that, you have to go and study for what
Okay.
games are going to be
Okay,
on disc.
listen, facts. But I'm also say this. You know how big these Blu-ray discs are? 50 gigs.
Mm-hmm.
How many games you got that's 50 gigs? Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, I thought they started using
No.
the newer
I got
Nah.
a couple of games. That
No, they're not
like,
using dual layer. They don't got double side readers. Nope. These systems
Well,
got a
okay,
single
but y'all
side
acting
reader.
like this. Oh, but hold on, this is not the first time we ever had to use multiple discs to play a
Who
game.
wants to do that in 2026? You think I want to have 7 Final Fantasy 7 discs?
You don't want to do it, Lemon. I can respect that, but you have
but-
some people that wouldn't have a
Who
problem
wants
with
to do that?
Because no, y'all just listen to what I'm saying. I'm just saying for the people that like to collect. You just said Lemon like collecting collector's edition.
Right.
Yes.
I don't want to get a fucking collector's edition to have a fucking code in there and just a steel box or steel book. I want the disc in there as well.
And that's fine. But what we're saying is that
Okay,
disc,
and then we'll take Grizz. Grizz was so excited about getting GTA until he found out that bitch was digital. He said, the main game that I want to get physical is GTA. Now look at his ass. Oh, shit.
here's the thing. I'm gonna put it this way, P-Lump. You know me,
Oh.
right? I'm a super Yakuza fan. I had that game multiple times on multiple platforms, at least 4 or 5, right? I own the entire series now physically on Xbox. You know that entire.
No. I'm still here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still here,
My
Lump.
internet, something just happened.
Yeah.
But no, but the fact that like it's just certain, just hear me out, y'all.
Bloody was
It's
talking
just
to
certain
you.
People.
I was,
No,
yeah.
I wasn't finished when I said, "Oh shit," I wasn't finished. But I understand you're your kids a fan. You don't want this. You want goddamn digital too.
But what I'm saying is that I have the physical disc, but the thing is, I know those get, but I have the physical disc, Lump. But I'm saying that on those discs, it's still just a DRM check. I have the game digitally as it is. It's more of a, hey, I have the disc to just say I have a disc.
Yeah.
But the fact is, I know those
that's
games
my
are not.
point.
And I get what y'all saying, but I'm just simply saying, motherfuckers still want to feel like that ain't nothing like it being in your hand.
It's in your hands, but it's really also not in your hands, is what we're trying to say.
It's more mental.
I
It's more mental
understand
than
that,
anything
but
else.
that's what I was saying.
Right.
It's mental.
It's mental.
That's
It's
all
really
I'm
not.
saying, y'all.
That was my point. I don't listen. I want digital because I game share.
Yes, same here.
I'm giving away my physical disc of Gears of War E-Day. I'm giving that away. I just wanted the collectors. I game share. I'm gonna spend that extra $30 to get the Ultimate Edition, and I'm giving the disc away. You can have it.
I ain't gonna lie. I said I'm selling that motherfucker too, Lim.
Well, I ain't selling. I'm giving it away. But listen, man, we got to keep going. We got to keep going, man. But you know, that's a serious situation with Mr. Hiroki Totoki. But
Wait a minute. We ain't get the chance to talk about that.
We did talk about that.
Yeah, we did.
No, I said something about what he did.
Yeah. You said the whole thing about Phil. Yo.
Yeah.
Yo. Let's keep going. Let's keep. Nope. He got a brain injury. Remember, he got a brain injury.
I do.
So we gonna act like we ain't hear that. So
damn, I just missed the whole conversation.
You know what? It's all right. I was like, he's drinking that brain eating amoeba water out there. It's
wow, that's crazy.
I ain't even drinking right now.
Maybe you need to.
Lemon, I'm coming up short. Damn.
Yo, listen, man. Here go another topic that's not good. Crunchyroll was purchased by Sony a few years back. Now we get into the backlashes. They're hiding The Crunchyroll store behind a goddamn paywall.
Hell yeah.
Actual.
$14.99 or $18.99 to use the store to buy anime behind a paywall. Now, once again, people in the chat, let me explain this to you. Imagine if you had an Xbox or PlayStation and you wanted to buy a game, but you didn't have Xbox Live or PSN Network, right? That don't stop you from buying the game. Imagine if they said you have to be subscribed to us to even use the store. This is what they just did with Crunchyroll. Now, I told y'all, this ain't a Sony bastard situation, but they are doing it to themselves. P-Lump,
Talk that shit. Yes,
talk
sir.
to me. Talk to me about this Crunchyroll situation, being that you brought it up.
I mean, technically speaking, the chat brought it up, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
But look at the pricing.
Play
Let
yourself.
me run down the pricing.
No. See, no limit. You know why I love it? Because people were, oh my God. Well, the ponies was, oh my God. PlayStation just brought them. Blah blah this. Blah blah that. Now look at you. You played yourself. But me, I love it because I don't know if I can say that right here, but I look at all my anime for free. You did?
You did.
No,
Oh.
that's facts.
But let me read. Let me read.
So y'all caught on.
Let me. Yeah. Come on, we ain't dumb.
Yeah.
But listen,
I was like,
let me hold on, blood. Let me read this off real quick. Starting in August, you need one of these memberships to access the Crunchyroll store. First tier is Fan at $9.99 a month. That don't have no store access.
You don't get shit.
Now, the second one is Mega Fan. If you're a Mega Fan, you pay $13.99 a month. You get store access.
Oh shit!
But if you're an ultimate fan of anime and Crunchyroll, you get to pay $17.99 with store access. Now, where is the backlash? Once again, from the goddamn media. Nobody's saying nothing. Colin, Greg Miller, why y'all not talking about this? If this was Xbox doing it,
because they're like, this isn't my community, this is my industry. I only talk gaming and they're successful. Nah. I was like, I'm going to take over on this from you, from Lemon, because for those who have been following me for the better part of 10 years I've been doing this, y'all know that I am the anime king because I ran an anime-centric podcast for the longest time, and I am so ingratiated into this community and this industry. I mentioned, and me and you had this conversation 4 years ago, Lemon, about how Sony acquiring Crunchyroll was the biggest mistake because that gave them a full monopoly over the anime industry for streaming, because guess what? Crunchyroll had just bought Funimation, which was the entirety of English dubbing in the West. Crunchyroll controlled everything that was coming directly from Japan. Now they own that. Now they basically have a say on what series get to be released outside of Japan and guess which ones get to be, dubbed in English for everyone else. It was awful back then. Now they're also limiting how many people can actually buy merchandise, which is hard to do if you're not in Japan, because there's very limited companies that can release actual officialized merchandise outside of Japan and the rest of the world. The reason you see statues of things like ReZero or fucking anything Hatsune Miku and stuff like that is because guess what? They're owned by Sega or Bandai, who has more of a presence with releasing those merchandise, but they're still one of the biggest aspects. You're now limiting the entire reach for others behind an exclusive paywall tied to your membership that's already limiting the reach that it can get. I have been saying for years, I support piracy in anime because of the fact that piracy exists because it's a service issue. They completely lose licenses for old series, and guess what? No one tries to renew them. No one tries to go find them. Some of them get lost to companies in small countries that the original owners aren't even there anymore. So guess what? They're just completely lost to fucking time if you don't have an old VHS, an old anything. You can't even find rips of certain things on YouTube anymore, which me and you had to do to watch anime back in the day, except for you because you're also importing. You know the struggle. We know what it is. But piracy exists because there's a service issue, and this is probably one of the biggest ones, and why I don't support Crunchyroll. Because they are making it so difficult for smaller series to get seen, as well as to make it easily accessible to others. They limit what gets revealed or what's shown outside of the country. If you go to Japan, you'll be surprised the amount of anime that you're going to see out there that you're never going to see in the West because of a company like that.
Facts.
And this is only further proving
Or
why
if you just go to the right website.
well, that's what I'm saying is that I support piracy for that reason, because they act as more of an entire way to catalog and
they do
older series than half of these companies do. I was
you gotta chat.
I know.
Oh,
yo, stop interrupting, bloody. You already talk a lot.
My bad.
I was like, the thing is that this is just stupid. I was like, you don't need to access the Crunchyroll store because there's other storefronts where you can get your anime merch that are much better.
Facts.
I was like, the fact that it's now being tied to a membership that's the only way for you to get access is even worse. I was like, it's stupid. It limits even more, and it's trying to force their numbers to go up when people aren't happy with them.
Well,
if you're an anime fan out there, there's plenty of websites if you're creative enough to be able to watch what you want to see.
Okay, you two gonna stop promoting piracy. We get it.
Yeah, because I'm like, he done said that multiple.
You did too. Depends on what
I
site you go to. Nah.
I
You
made
know
a
what?
whole video on it.
Listen, let me say happy birthday to my boy back from the dead. He said he's going out with the missus. But this is another topic, man, that I wanted to bring up because, like I said, nobody wants awareness. And Maul said the weirdest shit in the chat I've ever seen. Check this shit out. Crunchyroll was too good to be free. We will happily pay for it.
He's trolling.
I know he is.
That I was about to say,
but wait a minute. You do have some people out there that's thinking like that.
But hold on, I don't mind Crunchyroll. You have to pay for it. I don't mind that. You know what I care about? Hiding your goddamn store behind a paywall.
Yeah. And I don't think he understand that, like, they're talking about, like, buying merchandise and stuff, y'all.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But once again, no, bloody. We're going to keep going because you ain't going to stop.
No, he was talking about that. I was just clarifying my stance. I was like, I don't support the service as it is.
He said, Ray, you know what? Jamal in here trolling. It's crazy. But listen, we're gonna do this right now. Now, this is gonna hurt PlayStation 6. 120 plus countries could be left out of PlayStation 6 if PlayStation 6 goes all digital. Now, we witnessed alone players not wanting to sign into PSN accounts on Steam, what that did to Helldivers. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're going to release a console that's all digital and not an option, right? I'm going to say this. PlayStation is going to take a hit in their console sales if this is true. 120 plus countries could be left out of PF6 if it's digital. I think y'all better rethink your actions. Because in 2 years, we definitely going to have a system. You go first, P-Lump.
Thank you. Because y'all really sound like y'all contradicting yourself. Now,
Who's
I know
y'all?
I talk like...
What are you talking about?
No, hold on. When we was talking about the whole this thing going digital, just hear me out. I was just also saying, like, what about those rural areas, even in America, where it take them 5 days to download a game, 5 days to upload something, this and that. And you said out of your own mouth, Bloody, that some of these games come on the disc.
How many, though?
Now, I don't know, Lemon. But
what's your favorite game? What's your favorite game? What you play all the time?
Call of Duty.
That ain't on the disc, nigga.
Nope.
But that's not my favorite game.
Yeah,
You just said what you
Dragon
play
Ball
all
Z
the
is not on the disc. How big is Dragon Ball Z? How many gigs?
Well, it
Nope.
got downloadable content now.
No. Regular
Even
game.
before
No.
the-
I want him to answer this. Regular Dragon Ball Z. Which one you play?
But I know,
Hold on.
I
Which
know
one do
Bleach
you
not
play right
that.
now?
No, let me name all the ones that I play. I'm gonna name the ones I play.
No,
Just hear me out.
name the one you playing now. We don't need all your goddamn list of Dragon Ball Zs.
No, I'm not naming all the Dragon Ball Z lists. I'm talking about like Bleach, Dark Slayer. Those are more smaller games that's on the disc.
How you know that?
Which one? Bleach Rebirth
Because-
of Souls?
Yeah,
That's not on
a
the
small
that's not
game.
on the disc. That's digital. I
All
know.
right, what about what about Dark Slayer? I mean what is it called? Demon Slayer 2.
You mean Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hinokami Chronicles, the second one, also digital.
Yeah. Man, well, shit, man.
The
Can you
disc
please?
is-
All right, hold on. Let's get back to this topic because
I'm gonna
All
blow
right,
your
let me-
mind a
but-
little bit, my
All
boy.
right, y'all. I fuck
you're
it.
coming
I'm
up
off that.
short.
I really did. But it's still not right for them to just have it all digital.
No, but how do you think this is going to affect the PlayStation 6, the 120 plus countries? Answer the question.
That's
I
what we're trying to
mean,
get at.
that's what I was trying to get to. But
Today,
I think that they're gonna come up short.
oh shit!
But I don't know if it's gonna be PlayStation or the countries. I know Xbox better take advantage of this.
They already are.
They better.
I was like, why do you
I'm
think
serious.
That's a lot of countries, 120 plus. That is
It's a
PlayStation
lot of
driven.
money.
It's a lot of
Here-
money. That's a lot of
there's a reason
console
for that.
sales. That's a lot. I don't know
There's a
what
reason
they
for that.
thinking, but that's a lot.
The
But
reason
anyway,
that-
A lot of money.
Bloody,
Here's
talk about this situation, man. What are they doing? Because I didn't even know this was a thing.
See, if they go all digital, that's because of the fact that they are now choosing to prioritize their store. I was like, and we already know how they do.
Being a monopoly, bloody.
Yes, being that they are, because they don't let anyone else sell any of their games and stuff like that. I was like, you can't go through some third-party websites or anything like that, right? The issue is the reason that this is going to leave out 120 countries, like you mentioned with what happened to Helldivers, is because of the fact that PlayStation does not support those countries to have PSN accounts. That's the problem. I was like, Microsoft supports pretty much every country in the world that you can have an account on, except for, you know, what happened and everything with certain countries and war, conflict, stuff like that. That's a totally separate thing. PSN is not supported in these 120 countries because PlayStation doesn't allow them to have those accounts. So either they need to basically be able to say, hey, we are now supporting these countries and you can make an account. And then if you have an account, guess what? Now you can support. But the issue with that too is that transferable licenses is not easy to migrate your account from one country to another on PlayStation, because typically when your country is set, when you make your account, it is focused on that region alone. Same as like if you focus on the UK compared to Europe, you have two different denominations, and guess what? Your licenses are two separate. So if you own a game on your UK account, you're not going to own it on your EU account, just like you wouldn't own it on your American account. And that's the problem that PlayStation is running into, is that even if they open up an account in these 120 countries, you can't easily just transfer your licenses from the rest of the world to that country. And that's what's going to bite them in the ass more than the countries themselves, because it's not the fans that messed up, it's Sony, and they're not going to get blamed for it. And that's the problem.
Oh shit! Damn. Okay. Well, let's move on. Did you want to touch on this a little bit more? No. Oh no, you already went. We're not gonna let you dig no more holes.
Yeah, it's all right, my boy. I was like,
Yo, listen. This is good news for Xbox. And this is why I said this is good news.
especially when they building them data centers out there, but that's also a whole other thing too.
What's the next topic?
Oh, I was reading the chat. But next topic is this is good news, and this is why Matthew Ball has been hired as the CSO of Microsoft Game Studios. Now, this is why this is good. We don't need a bunch of yes men up top. People that just gonna kiss Asha's behind, Matt Booty's behind, Matt Booty, no pun intended. We need people that's gonna stand 10 toes
Oh
down.
shit.
You stupid. and and we need people that's gonna have backbone, right? And I'm gonna talk about something Matt Booty did recently, and it really baffles me sometimes how maybe some people get it, so maybe people don't get it. But we're gonna talk about that later. That's gonna be the end of the topics. Or that's gonna be the topic before that I didn't give either one of y'all. But I'm gonna say this for the record. Matthew Ball has been somebody who came out and criticized Xbox. He said what things need to be changed. This is a minute ago. This is not even recent. He said he think he knows where the company need to go and how to turn it around. And he was bold with his statements. So Asha has turned him into the CSO of Microsoft Game Studios. Now, he's a 10 toes down guy. He takes to the internet and checks the media immediately when they lie. I love it. I love it when people put foot to ass. I love it. I love when somebody takes pride in their brand and not just ass kiss, right? Not just say what you gonna say next, boss. We don't do that. We just say what it is. So, what do you think
It's like
about?
when your boy Aaron calls out stupidity.
So, what do you think, P Lump, about how my man Matthew Ball being hired with his attitude and how he likes to lay the smack down? How you feeling about this Matthew Ball taking this leadership role?
Um, anything for the betterment of Xbox, I'm with it. You know that. I feel damn good. I shouldn't feel any other way. I told you, you're not gonna get no, nothing bad out of me. I'm very happy and pleased with Xbox. Thank you, Asha, and I'm down for whatever you do. Y'all can call me Tony Ayo. Call me what you want. I got an Xbox, bitch.
Okay. Damn, all right. He said, I got an Xbox, bitch. Matt B's and that shit. I got an
And
Xbox,
we out.
bitch.
We in these streets too.
We are outside. We are
uh,
outside.
uh, listen, Bloody, talk to me. How you feeling about this situation?
Here, the way that I feel about it is like this, right? Everyone deserves to have someone who's going to call you out when you're making a bad decision or anything that's going to hurt the company and going to say, hey, I get where you're coming from, but that's not the move. We need to do something different. I was like, just like how I was like, say what we will, how Phil and everyone back in the day had to tell Steve Ballmer, look, if we just keep going what we're doing with like what happened with the Red Ring of Death, he's like, this is gonna kill us. He's like, we need to do this if we want to survive. And look at
Bloody,
how that
don't talk bad about Steve Ballmer.
He's
I'm
not
not.
talking bad. He's talking about how he
Oh,
stood up and said, we got to take responsibility and to make this shit happen.
oh, he
Exactly.
gave me an Xbox too.
This man. All right. But the fact is that Steve, that with knowing how Ball is coming, I was like the fact that he's taking no bullshit from no one. I was the fact that he's gonna challenge you when you're being stupid. I was like, and also stand up for the company that he's a part of, but also making sure that the company's making the right decisions. That's great. You need to have someone who's gonna be combative in the right way that's gonna lead to positivity. You don't want someone who's going to be combative and prevent you from doing what you need to get done. I was like, so the fact is that she brought him on, knowing that fact means that she knows exactly what he stands on, and that's exactly what she wants. So that's the call. Then you know what? I'm all for it. Let's see how it plays. So that's my 2 cents on it.
All right, well, I say this, man. I'm tired of the buffoonery. I want people to get in there and do the damn job because I spend my money. I want to see people with backbone, and I respect somebody that has backbone. So that's why I stand on that. I 100% agree with this guy, Mr. Matthew Ball, and I look forward to having a conversation one day. pick his brain a little bit because he's definitely he don't take no nonsense.
Facts.
This is what Steve gave me.
Bruh.
I was one of the first to have this when they first made it slim, the elite one.
Yo, dudes is having a whole conversation about issues in the chat. Welcome to the show, X. Welcome to the show. Y'all might yeah, I don't got beef with nobody.
Shit. Hold on, wait a minute.
But
Yo, I can't
shout out to
even
X in the
hear
chat, man.
anything.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Man,
You can do what you want to do. Don't let
Shout
nobody
out to Mo.
don't let nobody sway you what you doing and who you support in the community. That's weird energy shit. Only weirdos do shit like that. Facts. But
The only
anyway,
people you don't support are people who are gonna give you negativity, give you false information. Or
now
who
this is
purposely
a bonus. This is a bonus topic I want to pull up before we get into Bethesda blowing the top off No Diddy. With these amazing announcements of games and work that they're doing. But let's get right to it. Matthew Ball had an interview last week, and not Matthew Ball, excuse me. Matt Booty had an interview last week, and he talked about single player games that might be going to PlayStation still, right? And people are out here saying, "Oh, the messaging is screwed up." No. First of all, stop. Let's stop. Let's just fucking stop. Let's stop. They bought companies that got games everywhere. They bought companies that got fan favorite games that are everywhere. Call of Duty, let's go there. That's a huge title for PC and console. They have games from Bethesda that was already on other platforms. You cannot blame Xbox for purchasing these companies with games already on other platforms. You can't. And I'm not going to sit in here and say, "Oh, the messaging, they're lying." They're not lying. They already told you, games that was on other systems that was already there, we're going to keep them there. But they also brought exclusives back. PlayStation don't deserve Halo. Ever. That brand was built on Xbox players' backs. So was Gears. They ain't even buy that shit. They don't even got a game competing with the Gears series. And they goddamn didn't buy that. Off with your head. But the backlash on Matt Booty's conversation is not lies. They bought ZeniMax. They didn't buy Bethesda. They bought ZeniMax, the company that owns all of them. id, Bethesda. What's a couple more? What's a couple more? What's a couple more studios they bought with the ZeniMax deal?
With ZeniMax, they had Tango, they had Alpha Dog, they had Bethesda Online, then they had Bethesda Studios, and then they had ZeniMax. And technically, I believe Arcane was a part of that as well.
Thank you. Now we are talking about studios that had multiple releases on different platforms.
Mm-hmm.
The first time in history a company has made these type of purchases at the prices that they pay for.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's doing that. Sony has bought a studio. If you buy a studio like Bungie, like Insomniac, right? That's different. You can make them exclusive. You also spend $240 million for Insomniac. Not nothing in the billions. So how do you think they're supposed to make their money back if they lock everything into the smallest ecosystem in console gaming? We need y'all to think. I want you to think, because I'm tired of these people coming out here with their emotions, wilding out, but you ain't got no answer to how they gonna keep the lights on. But you wanna cry on every given Sunday. Complaining, whining. Okay, smart ass, what's the remedy to keep Microsoft afloat? How do you get your money back after spending $76 billion or $67 billion? How do you get your money back? By logging it to the smallest boy on the block. How?
You ain't.
You ain't. Which means you go under. Now you ain't got nothing to cry about because they gone. I need y'all to think, man. I watched several goddamn shows and said, are y'all crazy? Yes, bring exclusives back. Certain games shouldn't be on other platforms. They bought the hell out of Forza. We might have lost that one. But Gears and Halo shouldn't be over there. They opened a can of worms. Well, Fable shouldn't be over there either. Another game that was built on the Xbox community backs.
Mm-hmm.
They shouldn't be over there. That was not part of those deals. Now, everything else, listen, you want to do your Bethesda stuff? Bethesda been putting games over there. Make your money. Mac them out. Pimp them out. But we can't watch a company fold because you goddamn clowns are emotional. You got to think. Just can't be spewing nonsense and expect people to support that shit. That shit is crazy. But anyway, what do you think about these Matt Booty comments, and how do you feel, P-Lump? Yeah, Machine Games too, Mr. Kima, you're right.
Oh, yeah,
to
Machine
be
Gun.
honest with you, I'm over it. They got to do what they got to do to get that damn money, but it is what it is. I was feeling some type of way, but if we don't support them as much as we should, because we as gamers, I'm not saying us, but the casual don't buy games the way we buy games.
Nope.
And you gotta get your money one way or another. And if I see something over there, and I'm gonna have to tell y'all, like I said last time, if you allow me to sell candy on your block, I'm gonna sell my candy.
Mm-hmm.
And all your customers gonna want some more of that candy. And my candy might be just a little bit better than your candy. And where you think they gonna go? You do the math.
Mm-hmm.
They open the floodgates. The thing is, ponies, they love Xbox games. They just didn't want to go out and buy an Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention.
Bloody, talk to me, man. How you feeling about Mad Booty comments and how the community is erupting, like acting crazy again?
I was like, the thing is that people just want to be mad to be mad. I was like, we talk about, yes, there should be some games that are exclusive, especially games like Fable, right? You talk about that we built that entire franchise and that style of gameplay off our backs. You know, the whole good and evil, because guess what? That also came from KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, which was exclusive to the OG Xbox. We've been enjoying those type of games. When they finally got them, when was that? On the PS3 with Infamous. And guess what? As much as I love that series, they did not support that series. There's a reason why Sucker Punch hasn't been able to make another one since Second Son back on the PS4. They didn't get one on the PS5. The reason that Forza took off the way that it did is because for the first time they got a good racing game. And now they actually know what good racing games are supposed to be. They wanted to make fun of Sea of Thieves, but guess what? It's still one of their best-selling games over there.
Yep.
They still put in hours on it. So, yeah, they're not going to take that away because guess what? They're making hella money off all of that. Hella money. I was like, hey, you know what? Go for it. Get it.
The $100 edition of Forza 5, which is technically a Xbox One game.
but the fact is that they paid for it. I was like, and we profiting off of it because guess what? We're just gonna get better Forzas coming up out in the future because they funding it now, right? But the thing is that they didn't show support for Gears when they talked about like, oh, that was gonna be for us. When we finally gave it to y'all, where was all that talk, right? Where was all that support y'all say y'all were gonna show? Because it wasn't in their pockets. And it certainly wasn't with the hours that y'all put in into the game. For those who got through the campaign, great. Why aren't y'all in multiplayer? Y'all talk about how y'all play multiplayer games. I don't see it if it's not Call of Duty.
Facts.
The fact is that some of these games absolutely should be, right? Granted, I'm okay if they want to do what they did before. I was like, or even what third party has done before, right? You make a game that's exclusive to one platform. I was like, if they decide to, yeah, you know what? We're not making as much money off of it because, you know, the main interest is waned out. Let's put it somewhere else. 1 year, maybe 2 years later. I was like, go for it if that's what they want to do. But absolutely, for when the hype is building and the excitement's there, you should focus on your community. You should focus on your people because we know that their biggest sales is always going to be from console, but really from PC. And that's exactly where those two should be.
Facts. All right. Well, listen, man. The next 3-4 years of gaming will be very challenging for the market. And I kept saying this all last year, even before the memory and SSD hikes and price. Fuck around, this market gonna crash, and we gonna be the ones to be disappointed.
And we're the ones who are gonna be hurting.
That's right. That is 100% the facts. But listen, man, let's get into some great news. Bethesda wrote a whole community letter that I'm not reading. But they basically announced their future plans for Bethesda games. Fallout 76, Fallout 3, Fallout Obsidian is making a Fallout, Starfield DLC, Elder Scrolls 6, Fallout New Vegas Remaster, and Fallout 5. Now, prior to that week, people was complaining that Avowed 2 got canceled. Now what you got to say? Where's all the videos on this great news? Right? Because I'm pretty sure all of us here, even though I like Avowed, I'd rather have a new Fallout. We're getting Fallout TV season 3 from the TV series. Talk to me, P-Lump. Great news for gamers. Great remakes being made that really need it because they're old as hell. Starfield's getting new DLC, right? Not that fake 2.0 stuff that people was talking about all last year that was fake news. Even had to come out and correct that shit. Your mic muted.
Hold on.
Answer the phone, P-Lump.
I guess
Go ahead, bloody, go ahead.
You know what? I was like, that bombshell, I was like, was a hell of a thing to come out swinging with because I know the jokes. I know it's like, oh, Bethesda hasn't put out anything in so long. Who knows what they're working on? Elder Scrolls 6 has been, in development for 10 years since they revealed the trail or the logo 10 years ago at 2018 E3 and all this and that, the third. I was like, but the fact is that we knew that they had to be working on stuff. I was like, they've always said that they got something going on. We just never knew what it was. But now they just basically broke everyone because guess what? They said, hey, y'all thought we wasn't doing nothing? Well, guess what? Shut the hell up. Here's what we got coming for you. I was like, Fallout 3 remaster, dope. New Vegas, that is actually really dope because everyone knows that New Vegas was the shit because Obsidian made that. I was like, Obsidian doing a new Fallout game? People have been asking that for years ever since they PlayStation or Xbox acquired Obsidian, and after they acquired Bethesda, they said, please make a New Vegas 2 or whatever. They're like, we want more Obsidian Fallout, stuff like that, right? I was like, the fact is that there's another project for Elder Scrolls in the works. I was like, that's what we want. I was like, the fact is that they just told everyone, I was like, yeah, y'all were making all those jokes, but guess what? We got y'all fooled because we have all this shit coming. And I'm just like, and you know what? I'm all for it. Good. Call out all the stupidity. Let everyone know, hey, y'all thought we were doing nothing? Guess what? Y'all was wrong, and now y'all look stupid. I was like, I'm glad that we're getting a season 3 of the Fallout TV show because season 2 was just as good as the first one. That's actually probably one of my favorite actual live adaptations of anything I've seen since I watched Battle Angel Alita. I was like, there's nothing that's been close or nearly as accurate to any universe that's had a live action adaptation other than that one movie. I was like, this has been so good, and I'm excited to see what they're doing.
I can try.
What about you, Lump?
All right, my thing is, I hear everything that you and Lemon saying. I don't agree with.
And
I
you
want
don't
to
have
vow, but they do have a small team working on a vow too. But I guess I will dip my feet in the Fallout universe. I'm really just getting around to Bethesda games, and they all right though. I can't complain about none of the Bethesda games that I have played. I enjoyed
to be fair,
it.
I never
Like
played. I didn't play the first Avowed. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, and that's not because I don't like
you
the
didn't
universe.
play a vow.
No, I was like, to be fair,
Oh, go play it, man. That
I
shit
didn't have the
fire.
time for it. But here's the thing: I like the Pillars of Eternity universe, right? I love Pillars of Eternity. I just never played Avowed.
A vow should have got game of the year. It should have got game of the year.
What, Bloody stopped talking? That's amazing.
I was like, bro, I passed it on. I was like, it was literally Lump's turn.
Oh, I know. I heard it. I hear y'all. I just was in my kitchen.
Yeah.
About to eat some blue claw crabs. Shout out to me. Listen, how you feeling about this? Lump, you was done?
I mean, yeah. You didn't hear what I said.
No, you was lower than Pete. I heard what he said, but I didn't hear you.
I don't agree with y'all.
Okay, so I heard that part. Yeah, I did hear
Yeah,
that.
but I did say Bethesda games that I have played. Like I love Starfield. I like Avowed. I think Avowed should have got Game of the Year that year. And um, you do know that it is a small team working on Avowed as well, even though they canceled it. But I think Avowed 2 will eventually come out.
It might. But
Yeah,
it might. It's exciting to
yeah.
see. It's definitely exciting to see. Hold on, I gotta get this off the screen. Kapow. Listen, man, that is the show this week. I greatly and humbly appreciate everyone that pulled up, man. Absolutely amazing. The chat was awesome. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. P Lump,
Yes, sir.
the guest with the most, baby. It's good to have you here as always, even though you forget when you talk.
Like it's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot going
I
on.
know. But tell me, what you got coming up next? Will you be on
I
Tuesday?
mean,
Talk to me.
we're going to be on tomorrow probably. Lemon, are you coming?
Maybe.
But tomorrow's conspiracy night.
What the hell is that?
And fuck your haters, Lemon, and fuck my haters too. And they always follow me wherever I go. And this was a great show, y'all. And it's always a great show with Lemon, man. He
Appreciate you,
will
my
keep
brother.
you entertaining. And Bloody, man, you gotta yeah, boy, you know how to keep them entertained too. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta come on my show one day.
I will for
Tuesday
one.
and Fridays, y'all. I mean, if you don't know, go like and subscribe. P Lump Power Hour. You got me, Maul, Grizz, Cheetah. I mean, Lemon. He's a part of the panel as well. And he's the late night crew. We appreciate him. And shout out to our haters. We sniping them in real life on the game. So I mean, what else can I say? I'm quite sure everybody know how to get to my channel. Or do I need to leave? You know what? I'll just put it out there. But Bloody, you got anything you want to say?
I like to always say thank you to the chat for everyone who was keeping it moving, keep talking, keep the conversations great, respectful. We always appreciate y'all, and of course, in the words of our dear friend Scrub Nurse, shout out to the rewatch gang who's gonna catch us later on. We appreciate y'all. If y'all weren't here live rewatching the show, we always appreciate y'all more than anything. And to anyone who isn't aware of who I am Bloody Nux, the King of the Fight Club. I'm known as Mr. Yakuza, and as Lemon calls me Mr. Satan Rings over here. I was like, I stream 3 to 4 times a week, entertaining all y'all with live gameplay of so many different varieties and so many different genres. So we always have something different, even if it's something that you wouldn't play. I'll entertain you with the ways that I do. I was like, so come on over and check out my channel and see everything that I got here. And of course, a lot of the live stuff I post like everyone else here. We outside, so we're always doing something different. So thank you all so much.
And like I was
Oh,
saying,
I don't. Yo, hoes. You know what? Hold on, man. Let me get to my boy, the MVP. Spawn 6616. He said he sent 250 jewels. What the hell is that?
I have no
I
idea.
know it's something. Explain it,
Bro,
cause
I was like, Jules is basically YouTube's version of Twitch bits right now. I was like, it's basically like giving you a tip using their stuff.
well, you know what? I appreciate that. That's my guy, man.
Where are they at?
I don't know how he did that, but Spartan always found a way how to support, man. So I definitely appreciate that. Good look, man.
It's
How
with the
the
super
hell he
stickers.
do that?
What?
I was like, it's through the tip menu. I
Oh,
was
all
like,
right, all right. Well, listen, let's keep it pushing. Bloody, do your outro, man.
I already did my outro, bro.
Oh yeah, I was talking to my daughter, trying to get me to pay for a flight. She going on a cruise, whatever. Fucking spoiled brat. Anyway, shout out to my team out here. You know we love y'all to death, man. Oh, I see it now. It shows up different.
Where is it at?
I don't know. It's popping up on my feed on YouTube. I'm looking at
I
it
know
right
I
now.
see it, but I don't know how to get to it.
So appreciate everybody. DJ Birdos, of course, he hit me with them 200 jewels, and Big B hit me with the 30 jewels. Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate all the support y'all do here. Listen, it's another one in the books. We should be here next Saturday. I don't know if I have something to do. I hope I do not. But yeah, shout out to the chat, man. Y'all been awesome. Shout out to the panel, man. And shout out to these. We have another rainstorm in New York. Yo, we don't need no water in New York. I'm telling you right now. We definitely got millions of gallons that we need to start shipping everywhere around this country, like the places like California and North Carolina that need some water. But we don't need no more water here, man.
Hey, bro, this week was wild over here in Texas because literally my city, we were actually having floods, bro. I was like, some of the city was underwater at points, bro.
Wow.
It was great. We got tornadoes out here where there's never tornadoes. 4 of them in the same day, bro. It was wild as hell.
Damn. So I appreciate everybody for pulling up,
Hey,
man.
calm down.
I appreciate
My
everybody
bad,
for
Lemon.
pulling up, man. I appreciate the chat. We'll definitely see you next week. And like I always say, I want you to bring your game and not your name. Appreciate y'all. See y'all in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Have a safe weekend. Enjoy some time out with the family or something. Let's get it.